continues. I'm with my favorite reporter out of the Twin Cities, Anthony Gardner. And you're amazing, Anthony. You're booking like just the best guests in the Twin Cities. I hope when you are at home and you're watching, you're like, ooh, that face looks familiar. Ooh, yes. I think I know so-and-so. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. And it's so fun and just interesting talking to our next guest. I shared that, you know, when I was like in junior high school, we were trying to skip school, and maybe not junior high, but for sure in high school. Sorry, Mom. Trying to go to Central because like everybody was at Central, and Central was the place to be. And my big cousin Herbie was in a rap group called the Abstract Pack. Okay. Now, if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry. But Glorius Martin was one of the members of the Abstract Pack. And, you know, my cousin is no longer with us today. But how special, how amazing. I'm getting goosebumps that the world, it just flips around 360 all the time. And now the Abstract Pack really continues because Glorius has turned it into, you know, a business, so much more than just music. Glorius, welcome to the show. Oh, so happy you are here, Glorius Martin. This is so funny. We're grown-ups now. And yes, we are on the CW. Thanks to Anthony. I haven't seen you in probably 15 years, but God is good. And he's just, you know, cousin Herbie is here. This is so epic.
Well, man, first of all, it's an honor to be here. AG, thank you, bro, for having me. Natalie, this is an amazing platform. Salute to you, sis. Pack material again. Yeah. If people hear it, you know, they see it and they'll be like, what do you sell? Tape and boxes? And for those who don't know, they don't know. Again, Pack Material Entertainment LLC was founded by the Abstract members of the Abstract Pack. And it was the grown-up move. Some of us had moved out to California, some of us moved out to Seattle, some of us stayed home. But when we came back as adults, a lot of us married, children, we was like, man, you know, let's take this, you know, to the next level and like start our own kind of company, label, whatever it is. And Pack Material was born.
I love this. And, you know, one thing that's pretty cool about what you're doing is that you're creating an all-black everything space. So if you're looking for black vendors, black DJs, black spaces with black owners where you can come and have a party, come and have an event, that's a piece of what you're doing with your business. Touch on that.
All that, and then a sense of duty and obligation to provide things that I don't see. I'm not one of those type of people that complains about things that I don't do anything about. Back in the 90s, nobody was messing with hip hop in St. Paul. Like we had to stay over here, and we couldn't even go and rap in Minneapolis. And when we did, as soon as they said, and they made sure to say this group is from St. Paul. So the Abstract Pack, we just came and like took respect, like for not only us, but for St. Paul. And I'm still doing the same thing with this company, saying, look, man, I'm going to create events here. I'm going to put money in people's pockets here. I'm going to try to grow the economic system for us here. Further go into what you're talking about, the blackout is based on the spirit of Rondo, because as you know, COVID kind of just destroyed Rondo days, and we didn't have it last year. I don't think we're going to have it this year. So to cover that gap, I was like, well, I ain't going to be able to do it as big as Rondo days yet. But what if I got a whole bunch of black vendors and black businesses and black cooks and black merchants and performers and all that together, just like Rondo days, but with the little twist on it, it has to be in a black-owned space. It has to bring awareness to a space that people don't know about that can hold that many people. And that's all happening at the Blackout. That's the whole point of it, is just to celebrate and discover and support businesses that are growing right here in your own backyard, St. Paul, Minneapolis, or from wherever, that you can support right away.
Right. I have attended the event and it's beautiful. The vibe is smooth. The music is smooth. You know, the environment is cool. I mean, everything's just tight, man. I wouldn't expect anything less than that though, bro, because it's Glow. So tell us more about your brand, bro.
Okay. So just like everything else, man, is like the consistency and theme is what it is for me. And it's just kind of like, again, I used to pray, God, like if I get successful, or if I start making money or whatever, I only want to do that if I'm able to help people while I'm doing it. Like, I just don't want to have a good idea that just takes off and sells and does whatever. And then I'm just, somewhere. It's like my ideas and the events that I create and the things that I do all have to come back to a full circle of moving my city forward, moving the people that's in my city forward, and while at the same time displaying a pride in that city, even in some things that I may not even see yet, but just planting the seeds of like, man, be proud of where you from, not just a St. Paul thing, but just in general, be proud of where you from. And more importantly than being proud of where you from, getting tattoos and shouting your city out on rap albums or whatever, whatnot, do something for that place that you're claiming to be proud of. I'm gonna make some clothes for it or whatever. And I had this thing that I used to say, like, man, 10 years ago, for any of this happened, I was like, man, I'm a pallbearer, just playing off of the, obviously the word, pallbearer or whatever, but just changing it to the Paul. And I'm like, I carry my city, and I know a gang of people that carry this city and that bear it, you know what I mean? And by any means, and keep it off the ground. And it's like, I'm like, I'm gonna make a clothing brand called, originally it was called Paul Bearers or whatever. But I was like, man, people could probably misjudge that. So I'll just be like Paul Wearer off of Paul Bearer. And it's like, I wear the Paul, you know what I'm saying? I bear the Paul, I wear the Paul. Yo, it's just not about money. It's just not about success. It's about what are you doing to give back in the midst of your success? Who are you becoming as you're going up, as you're elevating, as you're evolving? And I just always want to stay grounded and keep my head about where I'm going and why it is that I do what I do. And it's not so Glow can be the man, is that so I can make this place a better place. And long after I'm gone, even if it's a tree I can't sit under, I know I planted a seed that one's going to grow in its place.
I love that, Glow. That's so amazing. So special. Talk a little bit about that, because you're going to be celebrating hip hop artist Ken C, the release of his final installment and his phenomenal God's Work mixtape series, and it's called The Final Testimony. So I want to hear a little bit about that before you go.
I'm so glad you asked me about that. Like, I'm like, it's that old cliche term that when you do what you love, it's not work. And so, like, everything that you're talking about, from my clothes to DJing, to throwing events, all this stuff, I know I got a lot of energy. I've always had. I'm 46 years old, and I'm still like, what's up, what's going on? But believe me, sometimes I don't sleep. My baby gets mad at me. You need some structure in your life. You need some balance and blah, blah, blah. But everything that you're talking about excites me so much. And We Next is, again, me saying I don't like how certain artists get picked out just for whatever reason they don't get shine. So I say, yo, I love what you do. I'm about to throw a show at the Amsterdam. I want you. I want Kaleem the Dream. I want BDF. I want the Visualizers. I want Shabanda. I want Sienna on the mic. I want Nakara, aka Solo Star. These are the people that I want to like. Look, y'all. I know y'all got y'all favorites, but check these people out. I follow that up with a We Next radio show on WEQY. My mind state is like, if it's good, it's good. Just play it. Don't try to set it up for people to decide whether it's good or not. Because y'all know, if somebody cook you something and you be like, well, I don't really know about this, you go ahead and try something, you're gonna be like, and your mind is already almost made up. Like, if you made it and you from where I'm from and you already sure about it, how am I gonna be sure about it when you ask me to taste it? So instead of doing all that, I just be like, yo, this is bomb. Boom. Music is less than, it's like, yo, I'm saying it's equal to, sometimes even greater than, the stuff that you listening to. So We Next Live at the Amsterdam is on the eve of Thanksgiving, right downtown St. Paul. Like you said, it's going to be a celebration of Ken C. He put out like 5-6 mixtapes called God's Work, all different titles. And this last one is called The Final Testimony. I help provide a platform for you to get your music out. That's it.
I love that, Glow. And that's a lot of what we do right here. We have a platform for you. So make sure you are on the website. Follow our guest today, because so many amazing people. And Glow, one of the things that I remember about you from back when I was a teenager, I'll be 40 next year, is that you were always positive. There was never any B's and H's. in the music of the Abstract Pack. You guys were always celebrating women, big upping Black women, and just respecting Black women. And you continue to do that today. And we're going to bring you something so special this holiday season. We are I shouldn't say we, I'm just going to be there going like this. But Glow is bringing you Central's finest. Oh, it's homecoming, okay? 2021. Glow, talk a little bit about that real quick.
So basically, this is still in its pre-planning stages or whatever. But again, I've had this idea for a long time, and God's timing is just everything. So in essence, and what I noticed was that the reason why Central is so cold, and while our Wikipedia list of celebrities and notable business people and people that have made supreme impacts, not only in this city, in this state, but across the nation, is because they put just as much effort into arts and expression as they do in in education. You may not do good in science or whatever, but you are ace at TV production. You're an ace in recording studio. You're an ace in the dance studio. You're an ace in gymnastics. Like it just balances that out. So people graduate, even if they barely made it by the skin of their teeth academically, they graduate still feeling like a whole person. So homecoming is going to highlight a lot of these people that have graduated as whole human beings and not just some kind of academic failure, and that came out of a mind that went to Central High. Like let's be for real, man. Y'all other schools got stuff, man. That's what homecoming is about.
All right, Glow, we're gonna let you go. We appreciate you so much. Y'all see the information on the bottom across the ticker, and make sure you head over to packmaterialentertainment.com. Don't forget about the event November 7th, and of course he also has the event on November 24th. We next. You next? Are you next? If you're next, get in touch with Glow. He'll hook it up. We're gonna take a quick break. Anthony, you're the real MVP though. You know that, right? You're the real MVP.
It's all love, y'all. All love.
We'll be right back.
Peace.
Wear it, feel it. A lifestyle brand with focus on affordability, comfort, and community. A perfect blend of culture, style, class, and professionalism. WearItFeelIt.com.
What's up? It's your girl, Tisha Campbell. You will see me soon on the J Team with Miss JoJo Siwa playing a villain. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.